And just, one more thing for right now in regards to Trump, something I saw him say earlier, and I was like, it just does not sound like true. I haven't even done the research, but I'm about 99% positive it's not true. He talked about how we now have the worst border in the world. And it's like, whoa, bro, you're totally exaggerating. Like, I think that there's places in Africa that probably have a far less secure border than we do here. I mean, I know the documentary on Darfur was done over 10 years ago, and they literally have areas in Africa where they have gangs of marauders that go around raping and pillaging entire villages. Don't you think that's a little bit less secure than the situation we have in Arizona? Like, and I've been in Arizona, so I know we do not have marauding gangs of people running around raping and pillaging full whole communities and villages like they do in Africa. So it's like saying shit like that is just not true. It's not accurate. It's a complete exaggeration. And it's like the only reason why you do that type of shit is to gain more popularity for yourself, but it's not factual. It's not truth. And we're living in a time with all this fake shit. We need somebody who can really, truly stand up for the truth. And so far, I'm gonna give Vivek credit. Like, there's things that he hasn't talked about that I wish he talked about, like the hemp plant. But I have not heard him say anything that's nearly as exaggerating like Trump has. So, again, I'm continuing to lose support for Trump, and my support's going more towards Vivek. Although Vivek still needs to be talking about hemp, especially since he keeps on talking about 1776. The Constitution is literally still, if it's still in its original form, written on hemp. There was a mandate for farmers to grow hemp because it's such a cash crop, because it does such good for everything. And yet we still don't want to talk about hemp or fucking, that the country was essentially founded on it and all the good, beautiful things that it can do, not just for us as human beings, but for the environment and the ecosystem and the industry and the economy, and how it can literally is the one plant that could fundamentally change and flip the script from all this plastic bullshit into something that's good. Okay, over 1 million animals die, marine animals die from plastic pollution. Okay, if there was hemp plastic bottles, they would at least disintegrate within a few weeks. Okay, instead of having to take decades. So just right there, you would solve a huge issue by mandating that no more plastic bottles be sold, no more toxic plastic bottles be sold, and replace it with hemp. You even have a good alternative replacement, and you also should incur serious fines for littering and trash. Like, it's bad. It's bad for the overall feng shui. It's bad for the planet. It's bad for the animals. It's bad for the ecosystem. It's just bad juju in general. So why not implement more fines and severe punishments for people who litter? I think it's fine. It's bad. It's bad. I see people just putting like garbage on top of bushes all the time. It drives me nuts. And I know I used to do that too when I was a teenager and shit, and I was in a very bad state in my being. So us continuing to allow people to put trash on top of plants is enabling bad behavior. So I think that we should have literally police officers, they see this type of shit, find somebody. Like, that's a $50 fine or something like that. Maybe just a slap on the wrist, but just enforce it. Like, don't allow people to trash. That's not good. It's not good for the economy. It's not good for the people. It's not good for living in the areas. It brings the price value of properties down. It's just not good. So, all right, take care. Love you guys. Bye.